Okay, let me not. But y'all see the title. Y'all see me. I'm perfect. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously though. This topic is about like I may have clickbait y'all with the title, but I'm be talking about how like shit isn't perfect and it's just some like understandings that I've been going through my own life, like niggas 21, like I'm learning. And it's a big problem I've had, just straight up like perfectionism, thinking that everything has to be perfect. Like for me, one of the biggest problems was that, well, at least regarding the YouTube channel, was that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't have a structure for shit. So it's like, as I tried to develop it, I want things to be perfect as I'm going. So it pretty much stagnates the whole process of just even just having any progression. Like, okay, let me just hop into it. With my old videos, the way I used to do them, you guys would see how there was hella editing, there was text under, and that might be great. It might be fucking comical as shit. Like y'all might love it, but like until I could get an actual editor or something, like the videos are just gonna be like this, just me raw, uncut, just talking to y'all like little to no editing. At least that's the plan, cause I don't know. I really just be having a lot on my mind, and I want to like pump out a lot of content to y'all. And there's also just a lot of shit going on in the world that, like, we gotta talk about, y'all. But, I set a standard for myself for everything to be perfect. And, like, that's where one of the big problems is like, I wanted shit to be perfect. So, imagine you set a standard for perfect. Like, oh, this YouTube video is perfect. And then it's gotta do that every single time, it's gotta perform every single time. That's the past. So even though I am updating y'all on changes, this is a video talking about perfectionism. And this video is gonna be the perfect video. And one of the reasons why is because it's perfectly imperfect. No, seriously, I never understood that whole, like, I always thought it was stupid. I'm like, yo, no, things gotta be perfect. But when I started to look into it, we have our own perception of what perfection is. Meaning, like, oh, yeah, like, I have my own idea of what's perfect. You have your own idea of what's perfect. This person might think, like, BBWs are perfect. This person might like Slim Chicks. Like, everybody just has different perspectives, different ideas. So nobody's gonna think one thing is perfect. Like, and that was one reason I made the channel. I'm like, if I'm out here making videos, making my own content, kicking my advice out to y'all, I want to do it to where I'm giving advice to people who actually want to hear it, who actually give a fuck about my content. And overall, just like trying to be perfect for y'all. Like, I do want, trust me, I want to be perfect for y'all. I don't, but then again, like it really got me into thinking like what is perfection, and then that's when I'm like, there's no such thing as perfection because there really isn't, and that's where the perfectly imperfect thing comes from. Because okay, let's say you draw a circle, you get three people to draw a circle. Like someone's gonna have the best circle, but it's not gonna be a perfect circle. So I don't know. That's just a metaphor. It's just a metaphor. Like I always thought there's problems. So it's gonna make people overall not like the product that I put out. But just because there's just because there's a spot on my shirt doesn't mean I'm not gonna fuck with the shirt at all. Like I don't know if that really makes sense to y'all. But overall, like the whole perfectionist thing, with me at least, I don't know about y'all, but with me, it was just a whole, being judgmental. Like, when you're overly judgmental, you try and make things go the way you believe it should go. So if you're a perfectionist, you're gonna think shit should be perfect, or like, and not even saying that me being judgmental is wrong. Like, yes, it causes a lot of problems in my life, but just in general, it's like we need that shit, like, to the smallest degree. Like, it's necessary until you take it out of pocket. But the way, like, it's healthy for me to judge someone as in those morals don't align with my values, so I don't think we should be around each other. Like, that's okay, because it's like, if I'm a hooper in the NBA and my teammate John Morant is out here toting a gun, I'm gonna get away from that, because I'm not trying to get involved in anything. Just John Morant reference for my NBA fans. But like, seriously, when it comes to perfection, like, I don't know. I had this whole concept that I just can't fuck up. If I fuck up, then, like, it's not perfect. But that's the whole, like, perfectly imperfect thing, that regardless, people don't give a fuck if you're perfect. People, first of all, people are too worried about if they're perfect. So if you fuck up, chances are they don't care, or chances are they won't even notice. Like, until you point it out. And I've seen that. I've noticed it so many times in my life. It's just, for me to actually get that through my head, it's a little different, Like, we learn life lessons in mysterious ways. Like, someone could just tell you straight up, like, yo, it's not gonna be perfect. It's okay to have blemishes and shit. But just me hearing that, I'm gonna be like, okay, but it's still fucked up. Like, it's not. It's just, bro. And this is the thing about my channel. I'm not trying to have y'all be perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect myself and come off like I'm perfect to y'all. Shit, I'm only trying to be perfect in the eyes of God. Cause realistically, what do I gain from impressing y'all niggas? Like, I gain everything from impressing God. That's just me. But really, mindset, priorities, just where your head's at, where you're focused at. Like, when it comes to perfection, and this is a problem I had, people pleasing, which, I might drop a video on that. People pleasers tend to be the ones that are perfectionists because they either tend to be self-critical, or they tend to be the type of people that are like, I give a fuck about what people think. And me, I really thought I didn't give a fuck about what people think. But, like, looking more into it, like, there's still habits that I got that I need to, like, cut out of my life because, overall, they're just not beneficial for my growth. And, like, outside societal pressures tends to be a big thing when it comes to that. Like, everybody, and it's really social media. Like, if you walk throughout your day, chances are you see, like, 1-8, maybe, like, every 2 weeks you'll see, depending on where you live, every 2 weeks you might see, like, a baddie. But in the end, it's like everybody's average, like, everybody's just doing their thing. When you see that one person that stands out, it's because it's like, in your eyes, that's what makes them perfect. But in reality, like I said, it's all perspective. Some of y'all might think that this content, that this style is way better. Some of y'all might say this is perfect compared to the whole, oh, I'm cutting, I'm jumping, I'm editing, I'm zooming in on my face. Like, some of y'all might like that. But some of y'all might just like the straight up content. So, I wrote down some notes. I'm gonna make sure I got through everything. Cause, okay, I'm gonna just let y'all know that's one of the reasons, whether you care or not about the perfectionism, I'm just gonna tell y'all about me. So, I I'll say shit. I'll be going in a straight line. Then I'll go sideways. Then I'll go that way. Then I'll come back. So that's one reason why editing was good for me. And I'm always like, oh no, if I miss something in a thought, I could jump back. So, I'm just saying, if in these videos I completely skip over a thought, just know my mind didn't go back on track. But yeah, I pretty much said my points. I'm gonna just go off the points that I wrote down, see if there's anything extra. Oh, that's big. That's big. So when it comes to me, like me personally as a person, I have a life that I gotta live. So there's energy that I gotta put towards other shit, and shit, even me just dealing with my own problems, like I gotta put a lot of energy towards that. And when it comes to the perspective I've been in lately, it's just like I don't think I would have been able to make a video, or at least the way I felt about myself. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to make a video unless I could come at y'all with 100%. But that's also the way. This is just me talking to y'all. It's just me spitting some real shit. And this is why it might be better this way, because when I just come off the dome, this shit be insane. Even though back when I was editing, it was off the dome. Anyways, with social media, all we see out in the world is just the perfect, like perfection. Like we see, y'all know this. A girl would take like, let's say 20 pictures, same photo, same pose, same background, everything. But there's that one picture where she's like, "Ooh, I like the way I don't fucking." But like, I like the way the light reflects. Everything about this picture is perfect. But it's like out of all the 20, it's just like that small thing that changes that makes it perfect. It's the same picture. Long story short, on social media, all we see is perfection. Out in the world, shit isn't perfect, but like for me, I was in this little cycle where I was just going to work, staying inside, not really doing much, just like I was fucking around, and I don't know. Like when it comes to how I wanted to show up for y'all, because I was actually fucking around in my life, I'm not gonna come to y'all telling y'all take life serious when I'm fucking around. Like I don't know. I just felt like for me to come back, I had to come back perfect. But then I just got to this point to where I realized like motherfucker, I'm never gonna be perfect. Like this whole channel is gonna be pretty much me growing, me talking to y'all, me opening up and showing my imperfections, just so y'all can be like, damn, this nigga's not perfect. I could not be perfect too. And then, we just all happy not being perfect. Not saying that we're happy being fucked up individuals, just that we're happy not being perfect. Because I'm telling y'all, being perfect, bro, that shit would eat me the fuck up. Like, and it shows up in a lot of, like, okay. I'm actually gonna talk about that. It shows up in a lot of places in my life, like basketball. Nigga, I'll be shooting like fucking 6 for 9, 6 for 10. But those 4 shots that I missed, oh, I missed those shots. Oh, I missed those shots. Like, or I want to be perfect. I want to get a jump shot. So in game, I'll try to shoot a jump shot, but it's like, no, I should be driving to the rim because my layup is perfect, but my jump shot isn't there. So it's like, what am I doing? Anyways, so this next point, like pretty much, I wasn't perfect. I didn't feel like I was coming to y'all perfect. I didn't want to be like, a negative influence. If I'm treating myself negatively, what are the chances that I'm gonna come to y'all and tell y'all like the positive shit that y'all need to be doing? Like I just don't want to be a hypocrite, bro. Like if I'm not feeling good, I'm not gonna come to y'all. If I'm going through some shit, or even if I just have life behind the scenes, like I do this YouTube shit for fun. I do it because I want to spread this message out to y'all. I really do feel like people, like shit. I really mean this. even one of y'all gain something from this video, I feel like I've done my job. Whether you let me know or not, shit. But I do like this video shit's it's fun for me. I know it can help y'all. So that's why I do it. But if I'm at a point where it's not fun for me and I could possibly negatively affect the way you guys think, then I'm not gonna do that shit. Like right now, I don't have a small following. 20 subscribers, nigga. Any, but like seriously, I have a small following right now. But realistically, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how big I'm gonna get. Whether I stay at 20, like whether I stay at 20 subs or 20,000, like 200, 200K. Let's say. But like realistically, I don't know where this channel is gonna be headed. I don't know where the future is gonna take me. So honestly, all I can do is just come and try not to lead y'all down the wrong path. Like if I feel like I'm going down the wrong path, I'm not gonna take y'all down the wrong path. That's all I'm saying. It's not that I have to be perfect, but I at least have to be at the right mental state to be able to help other people. Like it's that type of shit. If I'm at 100% and someone who needs me to use at least 20%, you know, like I don't got that percentage in me yet. But let me finish the video with these last topics that like you can be perfect in your own way. You will never be perfect though to other people. I'm gonna just let that breathe. Mr. Keep It Simple. I'm gonna let that breathe. Or do I need to say it again? Alright. I don't think I do. When you waste time, or trying to be perfect, you waste time. Trying to be perfect for other people, you're gonna waste time and hurt yourself because, you're trying to be perfect for other people when really you just try the best you can. And when you look back, in the end, you're just gonna be like, I'm glad I tried. I'm being honest, like, in the end, we may beat up ourselves because we're not perfect, but in reality, we're all trying. We're all out here doing our thing. Some people do it the right way, in their opinion, and some people do it in a way that hurts people. And in consensus, nobody thinks that's a good person, but, it's all perspective. Nobody's perfect. Nigga, we're all trying out here, unless there's people that are intentionally doing fucked up shit. That's different. But, I'm back for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some videos, and hey, I'm glad to be back.